Acceptance open doors that never close them. When the hand's dealt, you gotta know when to fold. And if a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, an apple every day, keeping doctors homebound. Using the word they can be more than a pronoun. And if you don't pray, they be breaking the quotes out. So they say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with. So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
Along. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
The stakes are fairly high coming into this one. The players, the coaching staff, everyone's thinking about how they've already lost to this team twice.
Well, obviously, it would really sting for them to go down into a 3-0 hole in the series. I expect them to be extremely aggressive tonight.
Here's Giddy. Smith with the rebound. Here's Ware. Smith outside. Pass to George. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Here's Ware. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. George outside. Drains the triple.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Got it.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Left side, Maxey to the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Fast break. Here we go. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. These are his first free throws of the game.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
When you look at Josh Giddey's overall skill set and combine that with the 6'8" size and the point guard mindset that he has, he is special. The playmaking, the willingness to score it in tough spots. This guy has got a bright future.
Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now here's Smart. Randall on the screen. Giddey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
Good on the second one. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Randall's got room. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Down low. And Williams punches it home.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Now here's Giddey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Here's Williams. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Randall outside. Pass to Bargnani. Fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Giddey. Randall outside. Here's Bargnani. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And George with the jam.
Yeah, the turnover sparking the break. Smith, a relentless defender with a disruptive wingspan.
Tipped. George feels it out a bit. The teardrop. Count it. George has got 9.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Bargnani. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Rockets ahead, leading by 6.
18.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Oh, throw it down! Can you say elevation? I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Lively inside. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. No good with a layup.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Randall outside. Leonard outside. Lively inside. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Argnani. And the Clippers miss again.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Maxey. And he drains the quick shot. And the Rockets lead by 12.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So both teams making some changes here. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. That free throw's good from Maxey. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. There's a minute 59 left in the half. Pass to Messi. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Messi's got his first points of the night.
We've seen that more than once.
Oh, vicious slam by Kawhi.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
And here's Smith. Checked by Randall. Here's Messi. Argnani pulls it in. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. It's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
And it's Ware missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Leonard, not to be denied.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
George outside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That one drops for him. Randall's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Here's Maxey, driving to the basket, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Randall. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's Bargnani. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Champagnie. Sends it home from three-point land. Champagnie's got his first 3 points of the game. It could go. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Rockets on top, leading by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers trail by 7. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And it's Green missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
They get it back. Here's Lively. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And here are the Clippers now. They trail by 9. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. Back to Giddey. Second chance effort. Up top, Lively. Pass to Smart. And stolen by Green. There's Simons with a 3. Offensive board. To the inside. Williams. Shot clock at 5. And Williams punches it home.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game is confident, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Back to Williams. Simons outside. Lively grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 9. Giddey with it. Now guarded by Simons. It's scooped up. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Dunn. Williams grabs the board.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Rebound by the Clippers. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Randle, good.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now Simons. Yet to see a basket. To the paint. Here's Williams. And the shot goes in. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
From deep, Giddey. And a slam dunk by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Picked by Smith. The kick out to Williams. Another shot. Back to Simons. To the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Both teams will make substitutions. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Giddey. Drives to the hoop. Banked it in off the glass. Giddey's got 5.
This young guy is so gritty. Josh Giddey powers through on the drive. A little contact, I'll take it.
To the inside. Where? Bargnani pulls it in. And Giddey's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Ball stolen. In transition. Maxey, that's good. He's got 11.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Leonard. And there's the screen. Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. The Rockets lead by 7. Here's George. Yes, it's good.
Oh, he is absolutely unstoppable right now. Paul George in rhythm. Look out.
Fires the 3. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi. Here's Maxey. The 3, Smith. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the Rockets. 47. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Houston has possession. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
And Leonard powers it down.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Has to Ware. Here's Williams. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution for the Rockets. Number 21, Eve.
Sexton looking around. Pass to Bargnani. Lots of room. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
George hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Back to Sexton. Inside. The layup misses. Houston leading by 6. Here's Messi. And he dunks it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's George. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Brooks outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. For three, Randall. That won't go either for Randall. And the Rockets with possession. Right now on a 9-0 run. That one's good for two.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Leonard for three. Paul George pulls it in. Houston leading by 15. We've got a minute 48 left in the final quarter. And it's Brooks missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the left side wing. Here's Randall. The rebound by Ware. And Houston has possession. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Rockets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first two matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
George hits them both.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. George outside. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up.
Housing on the 4th floor and in trying to give me $1,000 sneaker money.